All right, welcome back. We're having some technical difficulties again.
Seems to be the norm.
So, what you missed is our three heroes here were brought into the Rump and Bump. What's it called? Bump and Blunder.
Bump and bump the name of one of them because it needs to be.
I was like, that is not it.
Oh yeah, same.
Because if that was it, I would have made a joke.
In the Bump and Blunder, where you are introduced to Maitreya, daughter of Theric, the leader of the Uni-Crest, known as Maitreya the Mind, who introduced you to a charismatic bard. Tuft of hair at his chin, big Three Musketeer style hat, a long coat that's tight around the waist, very typical bard with a lute on his back. He introduced himself as Luis the Soul.
Isn't it Philly the Mind?
Is that what I said?
You said Maitreya the Mind.
Ah, gosh darn it. This is why it's easier whenever we're going in roleplay. I love technical issues. Philly the
Really,
Mind.
I don't.
And then Luis the Soul, where your crewmate / father figure / friend, Marcus, decided he was going to go with Maitreya, who is Maitreya the Shield, and focus on defending the rally if things go south. Philly has offered you to join her group, who are the infiltrators if things go south.
What is happening right now?
Picking back up, do you guys have skills that are useful for infiltration?
It could be quite dangerous if you get within 10 feet of me.
Noted. All right.
Will you pass without trace?
I don't think I do. I don't think druids get that.
Rangers get that.
I'm pretty sure druids do as well.
Maybe. I'll say this would be a new day if you wanted to change what spell you have prepared because you are a druid.
I'm trying to think. What do I have? Hang on, let me get to my
Druid and ranger.
Druid and Ranger, so you can learn it. You'd have to take out one of your other second level spells, but you can learn it.
Yeah, hang on.
Um,
But I can take pass without trace if we need be.
that could be very useful.
God, I have a plus 19 to stealth.
Really?
That'd be plus 20 to stealth?
Wait,
No.
how?
Skill
What?
expert.
What?
I have skill expert.
Oh, yeah, so you have expertise.
Mm-hmm.
But that'd be 6 plus your 5. Wouldn't that be 11?
Hmm?
3, 6, 5, 11.
I have a 4 in dexterity. I have a 19 dexterity, not 20.
Oh, but still, that should be 3, 3, 6, plus 4.
10.
10. I think you said plus 19.
Pass without trace.
Oh! Okay, I was like, how on earth do you have a 19 at level 8? Like,
I don't even think you can get a 19.
I didn't think so either. That's why I was
I
confused.
even have a 1. I know.
All right, and you said your name was Joao.
Yes.
Do you have anything useful for infiltrating?
If we get caught, I have something useful.
Fair enough. Muscle's good. You said you can help pass without trace. That'll be very useful. I know you're plenty good at stealth, and you are quite useful in utility. As of for myself...
Who's talking right now?
Philly.
Oh.
Sorry. I may be using the wrong voice.
You were using a much deeper voice, and so I was like,
That's because...
is it a man?
No, Philly. Sorry, up here. I don't know. I
mean, I'm fine with it being a deeper voice. I just didn't register who you were talking as.
I have, again, I am a support individual unless things get real far south, but I'd rather not resort to extreme measures if we don't have to.
Probably smart.
Yes, but I am plenty capable of keeping all of us well fit in a fight. I am divinely blessed by nature. Divine sorcerer.
How many health potions did you buy?
I bought 2.
I have 7. I have healing spells.
Maybe we should disperse those then.
That's what I was going to do.
Okay. I think a squad of 4 is good for infiltration unless you have someone else in mind. Sorry? 5. Sorry, Perry.
Good.
Maybe the Perry just kind of...
Oh, I can also do recon with the raven.
Oh, fantastic. I do not have a familiar. That could be extremely helpful.
Oh, is it a familiar?
It is. It
Druid
is.
companion.
It is a druid companion, and she has bee spawned, so it's basically a familiar. All right. Well, I believe that we have a handful of ships, but first, I think Father, as around this time, Theric does kind of go over to the bar.
Oh, hey, look, it's Daddy.
Don't say it like that. As Theric kind of speaks up. Hello, everyone. As everyone kind of quiets down and looks towards him. We're going to head to begin this rally. We have a handful of volunteer airships that will be assisting us to get there in a quicker amount of time. It will be crammed, it will be uncomfortable. There's roughly 100 of us, and we have 4 airships. It's going to be uncomfortable, but it's better than walking for a week and having to deal with the water. They aren't taking us all the way. They're taking us about a day's travel outside of the city gates, so they themselves are less likely to be harmed in the time.
I'll ask you after you're done with your speech.
Now, we are going to try and make this a peaceful rally. Around this time, whispers start to kind of build up as that is a controversial idea. Silence! Once again, everything goes silent. But if things do go south, I need the majority of you to stay with Luis and Maitria. They are going to defend you. If you are fighters, come to speak to either me or Fargone, and we will designate you, if you have not already been designated. Again, peaceful first. Is there any questions? One person raises their hand. If they are not peaceful, what is the plan? Well, if it comes to that, like I said, we are going to have my daughter, Philly, try and get around and infiltrate, see what information we can get. If you are a fighter, you'll go with me or Fargone, and we are going to be on the offense. We are not going to do anything overly unnecessary, but we are going to make sure that there isn't a reason for Luis and Maitria to have to defend. That is the game plan we have as of the moment. We are going to start to retreat back towards the gate if things get violent. Any other questions? Fantastic. We're going to head down to the airship field. The ships are going to be designated with the mark of the Uni-Crest. As he kind of gestures, you see as Luis casts Minor Illusion and creates about 5 foot by 5 foot image of a large eye with 5 lines above the eye and a squiggly moving thing underneath the eye. That is the symbol of the Uni-Crest. If the ship has this symbol, it is safe to board for the rally. Additionally, we're going to have a battle cry that is going to carry meaning in this rally. Many of you know that Renand often says, "May the fire of the gods rain down." That is an anthem for them. That is a battle cry for them. If we hear them cry that, we respond with "We play with fire." Their fire is nothing we should fear, and we want them to know that. You're all dismissed as Theric begins to walk off. You had a question?
So, if I go to Sigil and somebody's holding one of my items, can I just teleport back to them? Like having that personal connection with the item?
Are you saying for the sake of like not having to like
Yeah.
teleport back where like in the middle of the air or something like that?
Yeah.
Okay. I would say that would work. Yeah, that's fine. As everyone kind of starts to leave the bump and blunder, as a few people kind of look frustrated as they go back to the bar. They were probably just there to drink in the first place. Is there anything you guys would like to do before making your way to the airships? Philly is standing with you guys.
I'm good.
Seraphina's gonna like scan over the crowd, try to get like a read on kind of what. I don't know what it is. She kind of wants to get a read on what kind of people overall. Like, is it like people who kind of actually look tough, or is it like a bunch of scrawny?
Make a, I'll say perception or insight check. I'll let you choose.
Okay.
It'll give you slightly different information depending.
I'll roll insight if you roll perception.
Sure.
Am I in camera already?
Because I think.
Unnatural.
Unnatural or natural?
Unnatural. Dirty, if you will.
16.
Dirty.
I'm a dirty,
what's
dirty
that?
boy with
16.
20.
All right, and you rolled perception?
Well, he rolled insight.
Yeah.
Yes, and you
And
rolled
I
perception.
rolled perception.
Yes. So, for the perception roll, you notice that there is a lot of people of varying builds. A lot of them seem armed, but there is a lot of young. With a handful of, like, middle age. But it's mostly a lot of young people.
Mostly around my age.
Yeah. Well, I'd say anywhere from 17 to 25 in human equivalent. There is a handful that are middle age. You put together that most of these people are armed and ready to fight. Very few of them are properly trained. If they are, they were like maybe like a guard once or something like that. But there is
Experts.
a noticeable lack of power. Where both of you guys would see there is an exception is there is a group of, I'd say maybe 10 out of the 100 you saw that are up speaking to either Theric or Fargone. They're maybe not you guys level trained, but you would consider them like leveled.
Oh, so everybody else is like level 0?
Yeah, they are commoners.
Okay.
Yikes.
Yikes.
They are commoners that are doing what they can. And then there's a group of about 10 plus the Uni-Crest plus you guys that you would consider like leveled, like skilled. And they look like they're figuring out where they're go. Marcus is also actually not amongst them because he is with Matria. But you know you also do have Marcus that is a threat.
He's a threat?
Not to you, but like a threat to an enemy.
Piss me off, maybe.
Trained you?
Well, he's off on the regular.
Very true.
All right.
They are wrestling in there.
I know it's loud, but it's fine because the microphone's over there. So you guys make your way down
Make
to
my way
the
down,
docks.
walking down to the docks. And I'm capital bound.
Someone just clapped against the
Gosh darn it.
One of them just got clapped against the door. So like, bonk.
Oh no.
Probably Luna bullying Natasha.
I don't know. Natasha had her pretty good there for a minute.
It's so funny because my dogs were wrestling last night at like 4 in the morning, and all I had to do, I just lifted my head up and I looked at them, and they're like, and I was like, "That's right, go to bed." It's like I wake up again. Children, I will separate you.
As you guys do make your way down, you guys see one called the Sky Cradle.
I board that way.
Okay. As you guys make your way up onto the Sky Cradle, it does have the symbol of the Uni-Crest on it, but it is a Vidalcan who is the captain, a female Vidalcan. As you guys board, she kind of looks at you as well as a handful of other people who are also boarding. Hello, I am on your side, I promise you. I understand why that may not make a lot of sense. But I am with the Uni-Crest. I want to help. A couple people kind of seem hesitant. You actually see a couple people leave to go to one of the other ships. As she just kind of... Alright.
Don't worry.
Seraphina will take a
They'll
couple
die.
steps forward, hold her hand out for a handshake. Seraphina.
Pleasure. Niori.
I trust you.
This is my first mate, Jeremy Morrison. For those of you who are locals, this is Kim, the Enchanter's brother. Not the one that they were talking about earlier, the other ones. That wasn't on purpose. That was just in my notes. As a, again, human, male, oh wait, no, this one actually is human. A human male kind of walks up. Pleasure, I'm, like she said, Jeremy Morrison. I'll be actually the one dealing with you guys more face to face. If you guys would all like to follow, I'll show you where you guys will be staying. As he kind of takes the leads and...
Do I think that he would have read my book?
What exactly?
You could ask him. I guess there isn't like a roll you can make to assume that.
You read my book?
Which one is your book?
No, the autobiography.
Yes, I did. As he...
What's up?
It's my brother-in-law you saved. As he brings you down under deck.
Basically, what I did, for context, is
You would say this loud. You could say this for stream.
Oh, I wrote an autobiography. I forged an autobiography of a Vindalcan who was sleeping with a elf, and he was supposed to become a Farlight, which is like the higher governmental people, and he was sleeping with an elf, and he had a wife, so...
So he exposed him.
In all fairness, I didn't know if it was true or not. I just wrote it, and then it became true.
It's a good deed.
He wouldn't tell me whether or not it was true or not.
Mhm.
So I was like, fuck it.
Yes. He kind of brings you down. Anyone who knows how to work a ship, your help would be appreciated during this voyage. A lot of our crew is staying here in town so we can fit more people. So if you are knowledgeable about airships, we could absolutely use the help.
I'll figure it out.
Concerning but sure. For the rest of you, I recommend staying under deck. We are going to be going by Vidalcan's surveillance towers. The less people they see on board, the better. Especially if you are Elvish in descent. Looks at Philly. I understand. Alright. That goes for all of you who are clearly of Elven descent. I would recommend staying under deck.
I'm
That's
more
all of
well known
us.
by the authorities. It might not be wise for me to be above.
So in that case, you might want to stay.
I'll stay
below
up
deck.
top.
Alright.
You look half-orc.
I'll help the ship.
Alright.
I'm also helping the ship.
Alright, sounds good. A couple other people volunteer. Alright. And if you do know how to cook, that would also be appreciated. We are going to have 25 people on a boat designed for 15.
Do I need to do everything?
No, I can cook.
Aren't you staying below deck?
I trust her. She makes
There's a kitchen below deck.
Yeah, there is.
Okay.
Yes. This is not a small ship. It's just not designed for this many people.
Gotcha.
We'll be setting off in about 10 minutes as Jeremy kind of goes above deck.
Marley followed us 2 minutes ago.
Ah, thanks, Marley.
Thanks, Marley.
Neighbor.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yo, dog,
Yeah.
that's what's up.
Hell yeah.
All right. So, I'm not going to dwell on this bit too much, but if I could do. Gosh darn it. Okay, well I guess I'll do this on my phone because the feed's separate.
Use the couch, okay.
I didn't change it. That's on its own. I didn't even change it. That was just the end of the song.
That was not the song. It just changed that song.
I didn't click anything.
I think you should just go back to the banger.
I can go back.
You better know what song I'm talking about too.
Talking about the Need for Speed song. This button before that.
Is it this one? Here. I don't know what you're talking about.
If it's playing, I can't hear it.
This one?
That's fine though.
Is that one?
It's a banger, dude.
Okay, I'll go back to it.
It's even in my playlist.
It is just a
Yeah. I'm not that proud of it, but honestly,
Every time he hears it comes on, he's like, "Oh fuck yeah, this is my song."
dude, it's awesome.
It's literally only a minute long. That's why it was so fast.
Like, can you imagine listening to some like dark, heavy music, and then like the next thing that comes up?
Zion, you said that this
It's a
isn't on
big
camera,
change.
right?
Huh?
You said this isn't on camera?
Yeah, it's not on camera.
What?
Do you want to make sure?
Yeah, you're good.
Cool.
Basically anything past.
Oh, is this not it? I can't find it. It's fine. It'll come up again. It's a short playlist.
Yeah, but by the time you do that, you're gonna
Are you
change
sure you
battle
want that?
music.
How many times?
Doesn't matter.
My dog's just
Go on.
Anyway.
Because I'll start joining in.
Start turning into what?
Just taking turns,
Boom.
just stomping on me.
Open it.
The
There.
dogs are like,
If I can have...
and Katie's just like,
Again, I will make it a longer list eventually so it makes more sense for the dice roll. But in the meantime, a D69.
What's wrong with this?
So D6, D10.
Who's rolling it?
Did you say D69?
Yes, I did.
Somebody should move
Katie,
this mic.
so only a D6 and a D10.
Oh boy, here we go.
It's covering Jonathan's entirety.
The mic?
Yeah.
Yeah, so can you move it?
Yeah, which
This
where do you want to move
fit.
it? Right here?
No. Well, yeah, that
Rolled
works.
an 8 and a
Well, no,
5.
58.
58.
Where do you want to move?
I think that's okay, but I need you to move. Okay, yeah, it's not.
Oh, okay, well this makes sense. As you guys are setting off, you see the other 4 ships all begin to rise at the same time. Some kind of sit as yours kind of, I guess one of the others takes the lead first. Slowly after, then yours, then the next, then the next. As you guys are traveling, you do see a large ship coming into town that has like loud music playing. People seem to be drinking.
Fucking party bus.
It is. As
Is that
the
the
it's a
bus we went on?
what?
Is it the same?
No, the smaller one.
Why is there a tater?
As a small party ship goes into town as you guys leave. That is the encounter for the day. Which means it is a peaceful, quick night.
You're welcome, everybody. I have granted us good fortune.
As you guys
Sure no Harpy showed
begin
up?
to fly. What?
Said you sure no Harpy showed up?
No.
No Harpy matriarchs. Damn.
I just got that.
Anyway, first day goes without any problem. You guys do stop. As you guys see, the ships are getting a little bit further apart. That way, it's less suspicious when airships are coming into the city. You guys know that they weren't quiet about the rally happening. So there's a good chance that they know it's happening, but they're trying to stay as low-key as possible.
So that way they actually get to the capital. I see.
Exactly.
I see.
Because they can't just blow up every ship that comes into town.
I mean, they could.
They could, but that'd be bad for business.
So was a rally.
It's true. But as you guys go, second day comes around. Let's have Brady this time. Roll me a D69.
That makes me next. Is there another day?
The foot travel
Just
day.
a D6 and a D10, right?
Yep, D6, D10.
29. 29?
Roll again. I don't want a full encounter.
You son of a bitch.
It's a combat encounter.
You son of a bitch.
36.
I'm pretty sure number 1 was the harpy, actually. Pretty sure number 1 was the harpy. Unless we just rolled it.
No, 1 isn't harpy. As you guys are going, it starts to storm, and it kind of makes it hard to see. Before, you could see far, far ahead. You could see the airship. But the second it even gets cloudy, you kind of lose vision. You see the clouds come over, and heavy storm kind of comes as I need to roll. As lightning strikes on the ship, as the entire ship kind of shakes. Jeremy goes, "All right, I need muscle. Come here, come here." As looks at you first.
Yeah, I'm a big boy. I got it.
As there is now damage across the side of the ship, and you're kind of starting to slowly lose altitude. All right, we already have the supplies ready. I just need you to hold up the heavy wood blocks as I repair, okay? This takes an hour. You guys are set back by an hour.
I'm going to fly down there, and I'm going to start casting mending as well.
Okay. That decreases it to half an hour. That is very useful. But that puts you a little bit behind what you were hoping to be. But to be expected. After the repairs are done, the storm does continue.
You had it right.
As I guess technically the captain needs to make this check. Oh, natural 20. You guys do not lose any time. You guys are able to make up for lost time, and you guys are able to get back on schedule like you were hoping.
Did you not see it?
I know.
As you guys are waking up the next day, you hear Jeremy, "All right, everyone, we're going to land." Oh, actually, I need to go back. During that stormy day, this is good that it's stormy, actually. I want you to, because
Yeah.
I could roll everything, but that's no fun. I want you guys to make performance checks.
Hot.
Or deception if one is better than the other.
Oh, I was gonna ask, do you want me to roll at random to see if during the nights when everybody's sleeping, if I accidentally slip into somebody's dreams or not?
For this, usually yes. I'm trying to get us to the rally, so I'm not going to worry about that this time.
Okay,
I have the
you
25.
You said deception or what?
Or
Sorry.
performance. This is just
I actually
to
have to get my hair out of my fucking eyes. Okay, good.
yeah. This is just to make you guys less suspicious as you guys go past the towers. This is not going to be that difficult because it is storming. They have a hard time sleeping.
That's dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Dirty 20, 25. You guys pass without even being stopped for questioning. You guys move right on through, no questions asked. I will also say, after the boats went up, they did pull up the banner, so you're not just going into town with the big banner on the side saying, "Hey, we're for the rally."
You should have mentioned that, because I definitely thought we were.
What?
I definitely thought we were.
Yeah.
I was gonna fucking.
They're trying to be... The airships are trying to be less suspicious.
I was gonna like. Never mind.
I said that in my mind, I knew that, but I realized I didn't say that out loud. As you guys do stop, you guys can see the capital in the distance. This place is flat. You guys know that there is a good chunk, probably, if you guys are traveling on foot, it would be almost a month's travel from one end to the other end of this perfectly symmetrical rectangle that Renan has claimed. It is a massive space. They have watchtowers spread out. They have small cities throughout as well, but it is primarily Renan, the capital, that is where most of the important things happen. Technically, the northern part, so to the south of here is the country of the Nature Lands, and to the north, this is Civil Corn. So Renan is technically the capital of Civil Corn. But you guys can see Renan in the far distance because it is so flat. Still a day's travel away, but you can see it. As you guys are the second ship to land, as the other 4 members of the Uni-Crest were on the first ship, as well as a handful of other people, as you guys pull in behind. As you land, Theric kind of walks up. Welcome, everyone. Come on down. So, gosh darn.
How many days travel is that?
That was 2 days travel.
Wait, do we not get? Oh, yeah. You have them. You have.
Let's get you guys down from there. That way, the Sky Cradle can make their way. As you all come down, Theric explains, we're still waiting for the next 2 ships. So we'll be waiting here for just the morning part of the day as the other 2 come. And then we will set off right around lunch. So as you guys kind of come, you guys set up like makeshift camp just so you can comfortably sit around and eat, feast, get your energy before the following day's travel. If you would like to roll me, Ducky.
Is it also a D69?
It is not.
Oh. I wanted a 69.
A D100.
God giveth, God taketh away. 94.
94. I'll have to scroll. Not too far, actually, but. Tasha.
Godzilla attacks the Capitol. Fuck yes.
You guys in the distance see what looks like a couple of topped carts kind of moving this direction. This doesn't look like typical renowned military, but there is definitely 2 or 3 covered carts heading your general direction.
I want to investigate.
Okay, go ahead and make me a... Let's call this an investigation check.
You would say that. Ooh, but fuck yes. Fuck yes. Not a natural 20, but it's as close as I can get besides being a natural 20. That's a 22.
22, okay. It looks like this is just a small traveling caravan. Maybe went to restock, but it's mostly humans. There's a dragonborn, and it looks like there's maybe 1 red tiefling. But just a traveling caravan.
Do they sell any wares? They sell anything?
Natasha.
But they are coming towards you right now.
Oh, I guess I'll figure out whenever they come towards me. Because you sell many wares.
As another ship does come in, drop off another roughly 25 people, and begin to continue its journey so that it can leave again without being suspicious. Around this time, the caravan shows up. The dragonborn kind of steps forward. This is a blue dragonborn. Ah, hello everyone. I see that you have a little bit of a gathering going on. Would you like to maybe be interested in some of our goods?
Because you sell many wares. I walk up. What do they have? What are they selling?
As he kind of goes over to one of the
There's
covered
some
carts, he kind of pulls the bottom and kind of like the old screens just slides up. And you just see that it is a variety of like, it is potions and it is weapons, but they're a little bit weird.
I only have 5 gold.
They're like, you get the idea that these could be very useful, but it was made by the people here in the caravan, not like made and produced like a lot of the things you see.
That they were weird magic items. And
I mean, some of them might be.
I'm interested.
Anything catch my eye?
I'll say everyone roll me a D. Let's call it D20.
D20.
I got a 7.
Okay.
I got a 9.
I got a 17.
Oh, 7. Oh,
Bonjour.
Bonjour. I have one, yes.
It's not big.
Fuck, that was good.
I didn't.
I walked into it.
What happened?
Jonathan roasted me.
Okay.
He got The small peen joke.
He's just like, he called me a bitch and I called him a dick and he was like, I have one and I went, it's not big.
Alright, so who got the lowest number?
We got a 7.
7? Okay.
Yeah.
We got a 7, 9, and a 17.
You got mine?
Mhm.
Everybody just pick on me.
It's so easy to pick up, Brady.
I did that myself.
Yeah, that's why.
But it was just too good not to say it.
Like, you walk into it
As-
so much.
You see one that it looks like a vial of stones. And as you kind of pick it up and looking at it, the stones seem to be semi-liquid, almost like Orbeez, but a little softer.
Interesting.
Ah, yes, that there is the potion of pebble flesh.
What?
It's like flesh to stone, like
Yeah.
the spell. Like it makes you harder to hit, a little bit. It's not quite as good as flesh to stone. We didn't quite perfect it, but it's still helpful.
How much?
Let's call it 7 gold.
You son of a bitch, I'm in.
All right, you have. This is not a canon item. That is the potion of pebble flesh. What did you get?
I got a 9.
9.
Like snowflakes.
I don't know. It's like a refresh thing. I don't know if that's just because it's.
I'm so confused. What the fuck is this app?
What do you mean?
D&D Beyond?
Yeah, so my HP in the top right says 100.
Yeah.
It's 78.
You should have 100 health.
I should not.
Yes, you should.
Should I?
Yes. Do the math.
I don't get this app. It's
Well,
saying
no, like
I'm better.
whenever I click on it, it still says 78.
Oh, it says 78?
But in the top right corner, it says 100.
That's because I manually gave you more health because I did the math and you should have 100 health.
Where's my phone?
It was just like my confusion because I thought I only had 80. But no, I have 88.
You see, it looks like it is a small packet of seeds.
I am a druid.
As you kind of grab it and look at them, on like the little package, there's like a roughly drawn bone on the thing of seeds.
Excuse me, what are these?
Oh, those are bone seeds.
Bone seeds.
Yes, you plant them and it grows bones.
What the?
What kind of bones?
It beats me. But they're bones. They are calcium and they are skeletal.
Weird.
Would they make a whole skeleton if I grew them?
Maybe we never got that far. We travel too much.
How much?
2 gold.
Done deal.
And you got 17.
Mm-hmm.
Don't worry about it.
With a skeleton.
Don't worry about it. It's not like,
You gonna wear it?
Well, it's not like I don't know.
I didn't know you knew
It's
that.
not like I can use my sword. I can't use my sword.
You see what looks like a horn that is brightly colored. It's like it looks like it was like made for kids, but you can tell there's something magical with it.
What was it? A toy boat?
It is a horn.
So what is this?
Oh, that's the horn of Babels.
Explain.
Here, let me show you. And you just hear like children laughs.
How much?
One second. There could be more.
Is it a canon item?
No. Darn it. Darn. Every once in a while, something will come out of it.
How much?
Let's call this 10 gold.
Sure. What's your most expensive thing?
My most expensive thing, probably the Wand of Wonder.
What does that do?
It is like a wild magic wand, except it just chooses a random spell. That is canon. And
Right.
so like 99% of them are good.
How much was her?
Huh?
How much was the bone seeds?
2 gold.
2 gold.
2 gold. to remember that when I make new items that don't exist yet.
No, but the Wand of Wonder, this one is about 60 gold. But it just, whenever you point it, it casts a random spell. Sometimes it's useful, sometimes it's just like prestidigitation, you're clean.
Next most expensive.
Next most expensive.
What is this shop they are at?
This is a traveling caravan. There's a name, 1 second.
We haven't asked the name.
Oh.
You have not asked the name.
Don't say it out loud.
Okay, I will not.
Because I don't want to know.
It is
That's cool.
the top one at that bottom list.
Double.
If you want to take that for a second. So,
I
so
don't need it. I have notes.
oh, okay. Oh, what? Oh, you have them.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Also, it doesn't take me long to remember.
Yeah. It does for me. What did I say it was? Oh, I didn't yet.
Correct.
Not a lot of these are fantastic.
I just don't like the Wand of Wonders.
So there's two that are around the same price. Pulls out a small mirror and then a small brooch.
What do they do?
All right. Well, the mirror. If you look into the mirror,
Do I still have my mirror?
no,
How would it have broken then?
you never had it.
So that I don't have any of my magic items?
You don't have the mirror. We'll figure out the
not?
rest.
Why not?
But pulls out a small mirror. As you look in it, it's you. It is the black tiefling with like the lightning mark tattoos under your eyes or markings. You kind of hold up your hand and you can see your astral hand, but something's weird. And as you kind of look closer, it's almost like one of those beauty filters that does too much and like makes your skin like too clear and like
Weird.
This is the mirror of simple order. It makes things as simple as possible.
Drove, look at this. You might be beautiful.
I look in it.
It is you, but with like an oversaturated beauty filter. Like your skin's like a little too clear, and like your hair is kind of like meshes together. Like
I look ugly.
Guess it didn't change much.
what?
It's Snapchat filter.
I have no problem with my look.
It's the mirror of simple order. If that's what you got.
So it's like a Snapchat filter.
It's like a Snapchat filter, yeah, but like a really bad one. And then the other one is the.
I already did.
It's the brooch of number. The brooch of numbering.
Okay.
He clicks it. He goes 1. Clicks again 2. Clicks it again 3.
I'll take it.
All right. Those are both.
Just the numbering.
Oh, just the numbering.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, they both cost 15.
15?
Yes.
I thought you said 50, and I was like, damn.
15. And you buy the Wand of Wonder as well?
No.
Okay. All right. As a couple other people kind of come up if you guys are done. And a bunch of people just kind of buy like random like weird potions that they don't know what they do. And like
It's fun. You only
As-
live once.
the caravan moves on, the last ship comes and lets off their people. There kind of speaks up. All right, everyone. We will leave in about 30 minutes. Eat, rest, take your time, make sure you're well fed and get your energy. We'll be leaving shortly.
I have a question.
Yes.
May I make some tea, but may I use my mushrooms to make some tea and put it in a thermos to save it for later?
Sure. So basically you make You make a potion with your thing.
Yes.
Cool. Sounds good.
I make 1 extra potion.
Alright, so I
Like,
give
it's like it boils a little bit over like a fire that I like poured into a thermos and everybody's like, what are you doing? I'm making tea, don't worry about it.
I give Philly 2 health potions. I give you 2 health potions. And I give you 3. So now you have 5.
Yeah, you have more healing potions. And as you travel, well, I did get 4, but there's no 4. We do not have a Josie yet.
Rip.
So, Brady again. Roll me a D100.
Cool.
You
That
said
is
you
a
gave me
57.
2. You said you gave me 2, right?
Yeah.
Cool. Nice.
Gross. Get the sickness out of here. I'm not down with it, okay?
To say you're not down with the sickness.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
This one's a little less fun because you have godly passive perception. But as you,
Well, I can make it fun.
as you guys are walking, you notice ahead. You're walking near like the front of the group. There is about a 15-foot patch of sand that looks different than the earth around it.
I like subtly have other people go in front of me.
Okay.
I can make it more fun for you.
Well, sure. That was what I was expecting you to do.
People are gonna die.
As you're kind of walking, like 3 or 4 people get ahead of you. They get about 10 or 15 feet, and you see as they start to walk in the sand, their feet start to sink. And as they start to walk, they're like, "What's happening?" Kind of look down. As by the time they even get a chance to look down, it's about halfway up their thigh. Sorry, halfway up their calf.
Ah, it's
I will-
quicksand.
I will cast Thorn Whip to pull at least one of them out.
That does damage, doesn't it?
Does a little bit. I'm sorry, guys.
That's okay. Go ahead and roll damage. You will succeed. We go ahead and roll damage.
Okay.
They are.
Oof. Oof. 11 points of damage.
As you go and wrestle around them and start to pull, it kind of lashes, and you get them just wrong right here on the neck.
Oof.
As they and they are unconscious. You pull them out, but they are like choking on their own blood.
I use a potion of healing
As you
on them.
pump it in their mouth, they go. As around this time, Luis kind of comes up and goes, "I have a better idea," and pulls out his lute and as a hand goes out and starts to pull them out. Bigby's hand. All right. Have to be careful for quicksand. Good to know. Good to know. As
I was kind of hoping one of you two would get stuck in it.
I'm sure you were.
Kind of mad you didn't.
okay, cool. As Matriarch kind of comes over, takes a look, pulls out like a bottle of ink, and like drops ink in the earth around the quicksand so people know where to avoid. As you guys continue, Matriarch kind of takes the front, keeping an eye out every once in a while, marking patches of quicksand.
I hover over the ground. Yeah, that is what I'm doing. I'm just like,
Yeah. So that means your wings are out?
Yeah.
So you guys see as from behind his back, behind his kimono, wings. Does your wings also have the lightning?
They can.
I'm just curious. It's up to you.
Wings have lightning.
He has like lightning tattoos from under his eyes. It's in his art.
I can be lightning too, bitch.
What?
I said I can be lightning too, motherfucker.
That is not what you said, actually. You
Not
had bitch at the
special,
end,
okay?
not motherfucker. Yeah, you had to have a vestige for it, though.
I guess that's a good thing to inform the audience to. Each of them started with a small handful of magic items and a powerful vestige-like item. So, basically a legendary item and a handful of smaller items. They're already level 8. This campaign is going to be primarily high level, so we're starting them at a higher level.
We earned those levels.
What?
I said we earned those
You did
levels.
through a year of session 0.
I mean, technically none of it's canon at this point.
It is-
except for-
I mean, there's
well,
things that
technically
are
all
canon.
of it's canon. Just Ducky was the only one who was doing them.
Kind of, yeah. Well, the boat thing didn't happen.
It didn't?
No.
Oh, damn.
Because that was all about Diana, and Diana's not even Diana anymore.
True. But a lot of it happened.
A lot of it still happened. Just
Ducky.
only to you. Because they weren't even there for most of it. Anyway. I guess I can go ahead and change up the music now.
No, sad.
That one came up again already.
Yeah, I know. We need to add
Doesn't
that into the
matter.
battle playlist.
No.
Why
Please.
not? That gets me hyped as shit.
Facts, dog. There's also like there's a Need for Speed one that I think of every single time.
Is it Peaky Blinders? Is that
I have no
one?
idea.
Okay.
But it also needs to be in the battle playlist. It's a hype as shit song.
As you guys approach, it is about nightfall. A reproach or not.
Reproach.
Reproach. You back away.
Just like, nah. Bye.
No, but as you, they land about a day's travel outside of Renand.
There's no specific.
No specific time. Basically, the airships dropped them off and then continued their route to Renand, so nothing was suspicious.
I have a cock in my mouth.
You want to drink because they called it a cock.
Theric is kind of up front taking point. As you approach this large town,
No, we
There
walk
is-
back towards it. After walking away.
you never walked away. That was a joke. There is about 30 to 40 foot tall walls that go around. Thick brick made of dark reddish black brick. Large metal double doors. But behind it is a genuinely beautiful city. Kind of Arabian in nature. Kind of think like Aladdin. With one large castle in the center, with the large, I won't say like Hershey's Kiss type top.
Very bulbous.
Yes.
Welcome to the Taj Mahal.
Their architecture is very Arabian, like, except for this big, brooding, ominous wall.
Vomit.
As you guys are approaching, you do see at the top of the wall is about 20 Vidalkins with heavy crossbows just watching you approach.
I wave.
Seraphina kind of makes sure her hood is up so she's not as noticeable.
I flip
Like,
them
none
off.
of her defining features are noticeable.
You aren't the only one.
I'm like,
I'm just like, oh, hey guys.
They stay stoic, just holding the crossbows.
I imagine we're in a line. She's first. Ducky. Me.
I imagine it's all at the same time. Just
That too, Hey guys!
Well, you have to remember, Seraphina is much more heavily wanted by the law.
Philly also has her hood up because she died a couple weeks ago, and
You know how that be.
I've been there before. In real life.
I was like, "Did you all die?"
No.
He thought he was dying yesterday.
Diane, how far away are they?
Here did die yesterday. Was on death's
What's up,
door.
Jonathan?
How far away are they?
From you, they are probably about 200 feet. You are still approaching.
Okay. Let me know if they ever get within 30 feet of me.
This wall is 30 feet up, so you'd be at the base if that happened.
That works.
Okay.
I'm gonna cast Detect Thoughts.
Oh, okay.
30 feet.
Just
Just to read service level.
okay. So do you choose a target for that, or is it a radius thing? 'Cause
It's
you
a
have,
radius thing.
you have a lot of people around you.
I believe you can hear thoughts within a radius, and if you choose to try deeper, you can.
Okay.
Because you can focus your mind on one creature, or you can. Let me read this. You can detect the presence of creatures you cannot see within 30 feet of you. So you can also just choose a target. So I'll just choose the one that's closest to me at that point.
As you guys do approach, Theric is the first to walk up to the massive, thick metal doors. And he has his shield on one hand, which is a large tower shield that is crimson red with the face of a screaming devil on it. And then the other is a large sword made of platinum. That is, its hilt sits about this far out, and the blade starts at the end of the hilt and moves in. Massive, massive blade made of platinum that kind of has a faint yellow glow. As he kind of goes with the hilt of the sword, just doom, doom, doom on the door, he backs up and looks up at the Vidalcan. Around this time, you can make a connection.
I do so. I just want to read you the surface lines.
You just hear, oh crap, he was right, it's actually happening. Oh dear. Theric is so much bigger than I was worried about.
Out of all the shit, I did not
I
expect
cast
that.
message towards that guy.
Okay. Well, keep in mind, Theric looks human and is 8.5 foot tall and almost just as broad.
I know, I just didn't expect him to be like, oh my god,
I
that
cast-
boy's thick.
I cast message to that guy and I go, yeah, he's pretty sexy too.
You see the guard, his face kind of goes like a little bit purple and no response.
I hope he's like,
As if you don't know, Vidalcan are Natasha. Vidalcan are blue-skinned. Males typically are bald. Women typically only grow hair at the top, kind of like my hair, except longer, with no hair on the sides. At least that is how, like, the renowned fashion, for the most part. And so, completely blue, a little shorter neck than a typical, like, human. But still well-statured. A few moments later after that knock, the doors open, and on the other side there is about 6 guards to each side, so 12 total, that are just kind of watching. And in the distance, you do see a group of about 4 or 5 people just outside the manor turn and walk into it. The central castle. As Uni-Crest approaches in, how passive are you trying to come off right now?
I already told you how passive I'm coming off. I am waving to him. I'm like, hey, what you guys doing? What's going on, guys?
So not at all.
I mean, no, that is passive.
He's
That-
being
like,
friendly, maybe a little
like it's aggressive.
patronizing.
It's aggressive, friendly. Like that is genuine.
Yeah,
It's not being.
it would come off patronizing
I guess.
for the context.
Unless they're like actually looking into it, in which case they're like, okay,
Yeah.
he's Joe.
Seraphina's remaining neutral, not really talking, but not really doing anything to like present herself as a threat. Because she's only like what 5'5". She's not too terribly tall, so she's just like, yeah.
I'm like, if you fuck with me, I'll kill you.
So I want 2 performance checks and an intimidation check.
Oh, you're gonna get it.
I know you're good at being intimidated.
Yes, I am.
That is an 18 plus at least 5.
If you would like, you can use your strength because you're just trying to intimidate with your presence, not with words.
Okay.
So that would just be your 6 plus 3, so plus 9.
What am I doing this for?
Just to...
Like what skill?
Oh, for you performance.
24.
17.
17.
For the time being, they're kind of keeping an eye on you.
Yeah, they are.
But they're also definitely keeping an eye on Theric as well.
Good. I want to walk side by side with her. I like we're just 2 thick boys walking in there.
As there is a mix of emotion.
As I'm looking in, I'm gonna be like changing my target constantly to see what they're thinking.
Most of the guards are mostly just thinking, make sure they don't try anything. You get the idea that they're communicating.
Mhm.
Make sure they don't try anything. On account. Keeping a close eye. Keeping an eye on the half-orc. Keeping an eye on the big guy. Things like that.
And the big old half-orc walking next to there, just the casual hood up behind him.
What's funny is he's huge. Theric is bigger.
She's just casually
Yeah.
like walking like kind of like behind him, but like at an angle where she's still kind of beside him. She's just like,
Yeah, just again, I'm probably gonna end up redrawing Theric at some point, but I'll go ahead and show the picture I have of him.
He a thick boy.
He is a thick boy.
Yeah, like thick with 5 C's. Like a thick.
And you're like thick with 2 C's.
I'm thick with 3, bitch.
No, 2.
3.
You got 2.
3.
You got 2.
Let's settle on 3. Okay.
No, settle on 1.
Let's settle on 2.5.
2 and 1/4.
Fuck you. Okay.
So sorry, I lied. The shield with the devil on it is gold, but his face is a little derpy, which is why I don't like the picture. But he is big. He is about 8.5 to 9
Oh,
foot
it's
tall.
like armored Santa Claus.
That's why I don't like the face. The face is what I want to
Really
rework.
Actually, yeah, no, it's yeah.
That's exactly what I think of every single time he shows up.
What?
Reinhardt.
Oh, I mean, yeah, kind of. That's actually a really good example. He's very Reinhardt reminiscent.
Thick boy.
Yeah, that's actually really good. That's really good, actually. Except he has a big sword as well.
Instead of a big hammer.
Yeah.
I got the big hammer.
You do.
I like
I thought we were told it was a little one.
You just got
We're not fucking playing. You're not fucking playing. Lore keeper. Be a lore
Gotta
keeper.
keep the lore. I'm just making sure we're on the same
Yeah,
page.
she's keeping the lore. Small hammer.
That is not set in stone.
Small
Yeah, you're right.
hammer
We already
thinks
did.
it's
We
a
already
big
rolled for
hammer.
it, and mine was 1 inch bigger.
Yeah, but it's not small by any means. Okay.
Yeah, but mine's bigger.
I'm big
And
as it.
That's not notes you need to keep track
No,
of.
we didn't roll for
Has
Yes, we did.
small
We did
hammer
not roll
Because you
versus
rolled it on the
large
ground the
hammer.
first time, and Ryan said he wouldn't count it. And so
Do
you
you
had
know
to
what she
re-roll
said?
it.
You don't have to keep that in note. She goes, has small hammer, thinks it's big hammer.
Dead.
It's
So it is necessary to put it in a cage.
It's okay.
Self-conscious about penis size. That's what you put.
Note it.
Leave my penis alone. It's okay, Brady.
What has my penis ever done to you? Besides.
Me and Jonathan both.
We both literally looked at each other like.
Oh, this is a serious game, guys. Okay.
Totally.
No. As you guys do walk
Okay,
into
we love
town,
you regardless of size.
you guys do begin your march.
All I'm saying is that it matched your stature.
Would we fucking play the game?
So,
For those at home, 7.5.
I didn't need to know that.
That's in game.
I know.
Okay.
I was
Okay.
joking. It was a
Where'd
joke.
you get the half from?
Because you guys, it was like you got
Then
a
I'm
7
1.5
and then an
in
8, and you're like, no,
yours.
you have to go with the lower one. So he's like, we'll go middle.
Yeah. 7.5.
Because he rolled it on the ground the first time. It bounced off the table.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
it
yeah.
didn't count.
Okay, with your guys' average,
Bigger than yours.
you guys are able, at least for this first day, to maintain a peaceful march. As you guys look up, if you want to click on, if you'll click on Sarlanic, that'll be one of the pictures. It should be.
What is?
Oh.
Map.
No, it's not there.
Mm-mm.
I didn't add it. Okay.
Okay.
Well, I'm gonna improvise and show it to the
What?
camera. Sarlanic, the sovereign. Sarlanic Farlight.
What the fuck is your Bitmoji?
Me?
As you guys see, let me know if this is good for the camera.
Golly.
Is this good on the camera?
Why is that so funny to you?
He's got such a big head.
As you guys see this man in the castle looking down at you. As you guys have seen images and statues and everything else he likes to worship himself with, This is Sarlanek Farlight, the sovereign of Renond and of Civil
One day, I will get this man.
Corn.
I will get.
Mhm.
He will be.
As you guys are walking through the town with this Arabian architecture, you guys go forward to where the castle sits when you see him. There's also a fountain in front of the grand entry to this large castle. And at the top, there is a woman. A Vidalcan woman, hair just at the top, kind of pulled back into a long braid. It's a statue.
Is this like behind a gate or?
So this is in the center. It is, you'd have to climb up the fountain to get to the statue, but it is not covered by a gate.
No, I was just curious whether I could stick my hand in it.
You can put your hand in the fountain, yeah.
Just have a thing of putting hands in fountains.
Yeah.
Never know what's gonna happen.
You stick your fantastical space arm, which I think this is the first time you guys are seeing, because he had it covered to this point. But his arm up to his shoulder looks like you are looking into space. You can even see like constellations and large, like, spacious gases. It's colorful and beautiful. As he kind of pulls up his sleeves, puts his hand, nothing happens.
Damn. That makes sense.
But do any of you speak Vidalcan?
No.
It would be possible.
That
Hell,
is
I might even say it's
not
probable.
one of the.
It is. I do speak it.
You see at a plaque at the base, it says, "The first sovereign, the first Farlight," to the statue of the woman above.
Are there coins in the?
You see a few gold coins and
Ooh, they're big spenders on a fountain.
this is the rich city.
I'll put a gold coin. Gold coin.
You just grab one?
No, I put one in.
Oh, okay.
I
You
make
flip
sure
it.
somebody sees me do it though.
Okay. A couple of the guards kind of.
As soon as he puts one in,
Mhm.
I take like 5 out.
make a sleight of hand check, or are you trying to be sneaky?
Nope.
Okay. A couple of the guards, like one of them kind of starts to walk forward, the other one just as they, for the time being, Natasha, chill out. As you guys march around town, as you guys are kind of marching around the castle, you do see two other Vidalcan figures up in the window. One is another Vidalcan man. He seems to be wearing a long sleeve, like almost like turtleneck black shirt. He looks well built, but on his shirt he has a golden symbol, which you guys know is the symbol for the Farlights.
He's a Farlight guard. Big dick.
The symbol in the background is the symbol for Farlights.
Heard that. That's good information.
And then as you walk, this one isn't finished yet, but you see a woman as well who has her hair split, almost looking like it is just long all around, but it is down over her head. She is wearing heavy armor with a big black shoulder pad, holding a long sword, just staring down. Also has the symbol of the Farlight.
Where's your symbol?
It is going to be on that shoulder piece. Art's not finished yet.
Gotcha.
As they kind of carefully watch as you are around the castle, as you continue down another road. As you guys kind of march, you see Vidalcan now kind of out minding their own business, each kind of go into different buildings to be out of the way of the rally. First night comes. You all rest.
I want to. There's not going to be any stores open, huh?
Huh?
There's not going to be any stores open,
Not for you.
like in general.
Not for you guys.
Damn, I was going to go like buy baked goods and put them in people's doors.
No. Pretty much anywhere the rally is, people close up.
I want to split off from the rally and go look for a baking store.
I will say, at this point, it is night, unless you're going to go earlier in the day.
No, I don't care. I want to get baked goods to put on people's doors.
Okay. Make a performance check to act like you're not with the rally. Which, this won't be a super hard DC because you do technically have Vidalcan blood. And Vidalcan can sense that.
That's a 16
That doesn't-
plus.
He doesn't look.
No. But again, Vidalcans can sense Vidalcan. I think that's something that we had established.
What was I making? A performance? Why not
Yeah.
deception?
Because you're...
It was a...
This is about just the approach. You aren't lying about anything or being misleading.
19.
Yet. 19. Okay. As you approach, you do find a baked goods store that will sell you baked goods.
I just want to... I'm going to get like 25 gold worth of baked goods.
Okay, that's a lot of baked goods.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm going to get that many baked goods though.
Okay, you kind of like leave with like a big pile.
And I start setting them on people's doors.
Okay.
Every time they close one up, I'm like, and you get a baked good, and you get a baked good, and you get a baked good.
As you kind of pass, with your passive perception, you do see people kind of like open the door like, what the?
You're welcome.
They bring it inside, but there's definitely hesitation.
Maybe tomorrow they'll see more baked goods and then trust it because they're gonna eat it, and it's gonna be good. I'm gonna foster understanding through baked goods.
The night goes without any problem.
Do you want me to check? Do the mind thing?
Interesting. Roll me a d10. Let me know if it's a 10.
Oh, dang. It is a 7.
You get nightmares. You're not sure if this is from the perspective of allies in the rally or enemies in the city, but a nightmare about a devastating battle in the city between the two. Someone is concerned this is going to go to bloodshed.
I don't blame him.
Next day comes around.
Continue.
You two make performance checks again, and Brady make it a intimidation check again.
Yeah.
21.
Give me 1 second. I wasn't able to look at it.
It's
13.
really beneficial that I'm using charisma stats because that is all of my specialty.
That is none of my specialty.
19.
Okay, 13 plus 21 plus. What was yours?
19.
19.
I don't know if I can pull it back up. It was Destiny's notes, and it said Charles Hammer is 7.5, but Ducky's is bigger 9 inches.
Hammers and quotations.
Tensions are higher tonight.
Yeah, they are.
I'm also still putting baked goods out.
There is a lot of irritability throughout the city, on both sides. As you go to the castle, you once again see those 3 people in different garments. But still just watching, perceiving the rally. But nothing aggressive happens today. Nightfall comes. People keep watch. Vidalcan watch you. There seems to be an air of aggression in the air, but no violence comes.
It's because of my baked goods.
I'm gonna have once again make you make the performance and then the intimidation check.
I'm gonna walk up and try to give a guard a baked good.
Damn, that's a 22.
Oh, I thought you rolled bad.
I got a 14.
Okay.
22, baby.
I was gonna say make up for it because that's 25.
I'm just a big threatening man.
I have a +6 to performance by the way.
I have a +3.
Does the guard take my baked goods?
Yo, can I get a key?
It is not. He does not acknowledge you.
He does not acknowledge me.
basically you come up to him, and it's kind of like the guards in England with like,
Mhm.
and he just kind of keeps a straight face, kind of looking past you.
I put it down at his feet and I go, just in case you're hungry later.
Giving away all my chocolate?
I asked the wife.
Not hers to give.
I know, and I said that. Well, I said they're his.
Yeah, she was like, there he is.
Thanks, babe. Give me my chocolate.
I know a good. Destiny, I know a good.
What?
I
know
should
a
get
good
some chocolate for helping you.
That's actually very true. I do know.
No.
Oh, now everybody else will just get chocolate. I see how it is.
I was gonna actually give you.
Okay, that's all you get.
No, understandable.
This candy cane chocolate?
Yeah, I know, but this is I didn't want I don't want to have to buy more. This is for like my whole Christmas season.
Dude, these are the best.
You
It's
guys
so
can't-
good, right?
We
So
can't
good.
buy more candy for Christmas?
My sister gets me one, like a bag every year.
It's so good. It's the candy cane kind. So good.
Have you had the
Not
candy
sponsored.
bar version?
Mm-mm.
Not sponsored.
Not sponsored. Oh, I mean, I didn't say the brand.
You showed the thing.
I mean, yeah, but I didn't say the brand. I don't know.
And then you went, it's the candy cane one.
Nonsense.
In fact, I think the bag was on screen for a little bit.
I don't think it was.
Whenever I handed it to you, maybe.
That's kind of right here. That's kind of close.
Anyways.
Third day comes around.
I'm all out of baked goods.
All out of baked goods.
I can't keep the tendons.
You
on.
walk by the bakery, and the person at the bakery is like,
What happened to my baked goods? The only thing keeping the peace.
as you're not sure where. And I rolled for this. You're not sure how. One of the Uni-Crest take a crossbow bolt to the shoulder. One of the commoners.
Like one of our people?
Yeah, one of your people. As they just fall to the ground unconscious.
I'll cast Healing Word on.
As you bring them back up, but at this point, people are starting to draw their weapons and look around. And suddenly, the Vidalcan also become hostile. And there's kind of this Texas standoff. Not sure where the bolt came from, but everyone is on edge.
That's important. We're gonna have to deal with that later.
Someone starts to make a move, and Thayer goes, "No! They're okay. They survived. Thank you, Ducky. We continue to march." He looks up towards the castle. "Try something like that again. We won't be so friendly." As you continue to march. But at this point, the Uni-Crest hold the blades in their hands, rather than in their sheaths. Have their shields equipped. The Vidalcan are much more on edge.
Not because one of their people decided to get ballsy.
Nightfall comes.
Walk to another Vindalcan. Whichever one that I see.
Okay.
Even if there's a guard. And I walk up and I go, what do you call a deer with no eyes?
What do you say?
What do you call a deer with no eyes? No idea. And I walk away.
What does your laughing amulet thing give you? What does that do?
I'm pretty sure that's in the Western campaign.
Oh, is it? Ah, darn that. Oh yeah, because it's for the smiling man.
I walk up to another Vindalcan. What do you call a deer with no eyes and no legs? Still no idea. And I walk away again.
This is Zion laughing.
Oh, not even a chuckle out of the Vidalcan.
They're trained not to. I understand why not.
Yeah, no.
It's like going into the fucking the English guards. I don't actually know what they're Royal Guards.
Yeah, the royal guards and
Um,
trying to make them laugh.
They don't. I feel like they'd be awful to have as friends.
I mean, a lot of them, at least like when you have interviews with them outside, they're actually very goofy people, at least the one I've seen interviews of, because they have to be so serious at work.
Fair.
Nightfall comes.
You got really serious.
That's
I,
just this
I
group's
know,
name.
but it was just like, they're really good. Nightfall comes.
It's because I'm making people laugh and I want us to be serious.
It was fucking good. I wanted to hate it so bad. I still want to hate it. Like, a lot.
As you all are resting, with your passive perception, you just hear. You kind of look up and you see a fleet of bolts coming towards the group. What do you do?
Fuck. Do we have... And I just go, there are arrows coming from above.
Okay, let's see if Luis has reaction time. Oh, he is not able to. As Luis starts to cast arrows,
I was about to say, because you were talking, I was trying to wait. It was like, could I potentially cast Create or Destroy Water to make like a buffer above everybody before the arrows?
make an initiative check.
Okay, that's.
I don't know if I have any spells.
I'll tell you have to be at 16.
Let's see if I have any spells to do anything.
I do not.
Okay. You do start to cast that. As Luis also starts to cast as...
Do I see both of those things? Do I register that neither one of those things are going to be
In time.
in time?
This is instant impulse. What's your impulse?
I'm going to cast Black Tentacles and see if they can try and stop the arrows.
Black tentacles will hurt your allies.
How much damage do they take from this? Is it worth it?
It's a decently damaging spell.
My initial reaction, am I near Ducky and Seraphina?
I would imagine so.
Okay. I don't know you as well. I'm going to cover Seraphina. Just stand.
Okay, stand in front. Okay.
You're right. I'm going to cast Misty Step and get out of the way.
Okay.
That's
You-
a bonus action, so even...
Out of the way, you step in front of Seraphina as I rolled for it. Your arrows go past you, but none hit. As 9 of the commoners are killed.
Like straight up just murder.
Yeah, I rolled damage and I got 11. They have 7 health.
I thought they had to roll double HP
This
to
is
kill.
more baby.
Huh?
I thought you had to roll double HP.
There's 9 unconscious.
Okay. That's
Yeah,
important.
yeah.
Yes.
I thought you were like, they dead.
I mean, there's 9 people unconscious. Philly kind of gets up. I think it's time.
Should we not, revive these people first?
You
I
see
guess
as
maybe Luis could do that.
yeah, Luis after this hit just as a wall of force, not wall of force. Wall of what wall? Spell? Oh, wall of fire. Wall of fire just above them as Luis starts to go over and use healing potions on some, casting cure wounds on others. As Theric and Fargone look at each other and nod, look at their immediate groups and they split, kind of trying to go for a flank towards the castle. Philly looks at the 3 of you. Let's go.
All right.
As you take off, as we are going to go to break.
All right.
And that's where we'll pick up after break.
Cute.
There should be a break song right there. We'll be right back.